Hi everyone, welcome to the channel eQuest by Surekha. In this video we can discuss about simple interest. Many students think that interest topics means simple interest and compound interest topics are tough. Don't fear about this interest topic. See this video from starting to ending, then you'll get clear idea. At the end of this video there are some questions. Try to solve those questions after watching this video and write your answers in comment section. If you like the way of explanation, please hit the like button and share to your friends. Actually, in arithmetic, for every question, there are two ways to solve. One is concept based, other one is formula based. My suggestion is don't depend on formulae. Try to solve the questions by using concept. That is very useful. If you depend on formula, you may forget that formula in your exam. There is no chance to solve that question in your exam. So please concentrate on the concept. And you should remember formula and corresponding question format also. In some of the arithmetic topics, there are many formulas. That is not possible to remember all those formulas and corresponding question formats. So do concentrate on conceptual learning. In this video, we can discuss about what is a simple interest, what is a principal, what is rate of interest, what is time period, and what is amount. Now let us move to the actual topic, simple interest. And now see what is principal. The money that is borrowed or lent out for a certain period is nothing but principal. Please check the spelling of the principal. So many students are confused in the spelling. Principal is different from principal. Principal means that is a rule. Here principal means capital or sum. Other terms of a principal, capital, and other one is sum. It is denoted by P. It is amount. This is always in rupees, not in dollars, not in euros, etc. In your exams, always principal is in rupees. What are the units? Rupees. Principal is denoted by letter P. Next one is a rate of interest. It is in percentages and denoted by R. It is in percentages and denoted by R, and this percentage is in years, means per annum. R percent per annum. Or PCPA. PCPA means some percentage. For suppose 5% per annum. 5% per annum. Or 5% per annum. 5% per annum or 5% per annum, for example. Other one is time period. Time period is in years. It is denoted by T or N. I want to use T. It is in years. In some questions, it may be in months or days also. But you should convert into years. Time period must be in years and rate of interest must be per annum. So, if you find out other unit, first of all convert into per annum rate of interest, and here time must be in years. Now see what is a principal. the money that is borrowed or lent out for a certain period is called principal. And what is interest? Here interest is two types. Interest is two types. One is simple interest and other one is compound interest. Interest is nothing but the extra money that is paid for the usage of others' money. What is interest? The extra money that is paid for the usage of others' money. That interest is how many types? Two types. One is simple interest and other one is compound interest. What is the difference in between these two? Simple interest means the interest that is calculated on only principal, not in other amount. For every year, the interest is calculated on principal only. What is meant by compound interest? The interest that is calculated on principal and as well as interest of the previous year. That is the difference in between simple interest and compound interest. First of all, we will discuss about simple interest. Now see the simple example. Suppose I have taken 50,000 rupees as a loan from a bank. How much amount? 50,000 rupees from a bank. They gave this amount to me with an interest 5% per annum. Means 5% per year. Time period is 10 years. Within 10 years, I have to pay the given amount and the interest. See, 50,000 rupees is principal. What is this? It is principal amount. And 5% per annum. What is this? R, rate of interest. And 10 years. This is called a time period. Always the rate of interest must be in per annum. And time period must be in years. No need to convert anything here. This is in rupees. 50,000 rupees, 5% per annum rate of interest and time period is 10 years. Now I want to calculate what is the interest. Means simple interest. Per annum means per year. How much percentage is rate of interest? 5%. So for first year, what is the interest? Calculate 5% on this given amount 50,000. So 50,000 into 5%. Now see, percentage 0 gets cancelled. Then here answer is 2,500 for 1 year. For first year, what is the interest amount? 2,500. And for second year, again how much percentage? 5%. Again on which amount? Again on only principal amount. Then that is called a simple interest. Not on principal and interest. That goes to compound interest. So here calculate only on principal amount. Again here 50,000 into 5%. Then what is the amount? 2,500 only. And for third year, same 2,500. Like that, how many years? 10 years. Don't write one by one like this. Here for 10 years, 5%. For 1 year, how much? 2,500. For 10 years, 2,500 into 10. This is the total interest. How much? 25,000. This is called interest. Which type of interest? Simple interest. because interest is calculated on only principal. So this is interest. And what is the basic amount? 50,000 rupees. Within 10 years, we have to pay total amount to this bank. 50,000 principal plus interest. P plus I. So what is the amount? P plus I equal to 50,000 plus 25,000. Total amount is how much? 75,000. This P plus I is nothing but what? A. A is called amount. Here amount is P plus I. That is the formula. What is the formula for simple interest? Simple interest SI equal to P T R by 100 or PRT by 100, anything, because here multiplication is there. Simple interest equal to P T R by 100. See here, what is the P value? 50,000 rupees. Here this is 50,000 rupees. What is the T value? 10 years. And what is the R value? 5. Indirectly I used this formula only, because here individually calculated and finally multiplied by 10. Then we get total simple interest. Then this interest is added to this principal. Then finally we got amount. See here, simple interest equal to P. What is the amount? 50,000 rupees. And what is the time? 10 years. And what is R? 5. Don't write 5% here, because R, write only value 5 by 100. Then calculate, definitely we get this answer 25,000. Then what is the formula for amount? P plus I. 50,000 plus 25,000. Then finally we got the result 75,000. I hope you understand this example. Now see the first question in simple interest. Find the simple interest on 10,000 rupees for 3 years at 10% per annum. Find out the simple interest. What is P? Principal amount is 10,000 rupees. 10% per annum. And what is R? Rate of interest. What is time period? How much percentage? How many years? 3 years. This is given information. Principal 10,000 rupees, rate of interest 10% and T time period 3 years. Check for units. Rate of interest is always in per annum. Okay, no need to change. Again time period is in years. Okay, no need to change. If you want to apply formula directly, use the formula. What is the formula? SI equal to PTR by 100. What is the value of P? 10,000 into what is the value of T? 3 and R value is 10 by 100. 0, 0, 0, 0 gets cancelled. Then okay, 3,000 rupees. This is one method to solve this question. And another way, see here, 10% per annum. So for first year, 10% on this 10,000 rupees. Percentage 0, 0 gets cancelled. What is the amount? 1,000. Per 1 year, 1,000 rupees. For 3 years, 3 into 1,000. What is the amount? 3,000 rupees. Enough. Or directly apply this. What is the principal? 10,000 into 10% in 3 years means 30%. Percent 0, 0 gets cancelled. Then what is the result? Again same 3,000. Do follow which method is easy for you. Do concentrate on this method. 10,000 into for 3 years 30%, then calculate, then we get 3,000 rupees. Then what is the amount? Amount means A equal to P plus I. What is a P? 10,000 rupees. 10,000 plus what is interest? 3,000 rupees. Then finally what is the result? 13,000 rupees is the amount. See the second question. Find the simple interest on 4,000 rupees at 10% per annum in 3 years. What is principal? 4,000. And for how many years? 3 years. And per year, per annum, how much percentage? 10%. So total percentage is 30%. So calculate 30% on this 4,000. Percentage and 0 gets cancelled. So what is the result? 1200. 1200 is simple interest. What is the amount? 4,000 plus 1200. Then 5,200 is the amount. Now see third question. Find the simple interest on 48,000 rupees for 8 years 4 months at the rate of 3% per annum. What is the principal amount? 48,000 rupees. What is the rate of interest? R equal to 3% per annum. And what is the time period T? 8 years 4 months. 8 years 4 months. Now see, this is in rupees and this is in per annum. Okay, no need to convert. Here time period is in years and also in months. 8 years and 4 months. First of all, convert these months in the form of years. How will you convert this? Per year how many months? 12 months. So 4 by 12. Here 8 years. 8 and 4 by 12 years. Now see, 4 gets cancelled how many times? 3 times. 8 1 by 3 years. Then 8 3s are 24 plus 1 25. 25 by 3 years. Now calculate simple interest on 48,000. 48,000 into 25 by 3 into how much percentage? 3%. 0 and percent gets cancelled. 3 cancelled. Now see, 48 into 25. 8 5s 44. 5 4s 20, 24. 16, 1. Then 8, 9. Now see, 0 and 12. 1200 and there is a 0 here. 480 into 25. But here I calculated 48 into 25 only. So what is the answer? 12,000. 12,000 rupees is interest. Which type of interest? Simple interest. Now see fourth question. Principal is 2,400. A rate of interest 6 1 by 3% per annum and time 2 1 by 2 years. No need to convert units because rate of interest is in per annum and time period is in years. But these are mixed fractions. Convert these fractions and calculate. Then we get simple interest. So here 6 1 by 3% per annum. Convert this 6 3s 18. 18 plus 1 19. 19 by 3%. And 2 1 by 2 years. 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 1 5. 5 by 2. 5 by 2 years. Now calculate 2,400 into 19 by 3% into 5 by 2. This percent and these 2 zeros cancelled. And this 3 cancelled how many times? 8 times. And here this 2 cancelled how many times? 4 times. Here 19 and 20. 20 into 19. What is the result? 380. This is simple interest. 380 rupees. Now see the next question, fifth question. Then calculate simple interest. Now see, 18 to 2, 16 plus 1, 17 by 2. This is 17 by 2% per annum. And here 3 years, 4 months. 4 months means 4 by 12. Then 1 by 3. 3, 1 by 3. 3, 1 by 3 means 3 3s are 9, 9 plus 1, 10. That is 10 by 3 years. Now calculate a simple interest on 6,000. 6,000 into, what is this simple interest? 6,000 into how much percentage is 17 by 2% into 10 by 3. Here 2 into 3 is 6. cancelled 1000 times. And this percentage and these two zeros gets cancelled. Now see 1700 is the result. Now see sixth question. Find the simple interest on 30,000 rupees for how many years? 2 years at the rate of 1% per month. Not per annum, per month. See, very important question. Find the simple interest on 30,000 rupees. So here principal is 30,000 rupees. And rate of interest are equal to 1% per month. And time period T equal to how many years? 2 years. Here 2 years. No need to convert a time period, but you should convert this rate of interest in the form of per annum. But here they have given per month. Per month 1% means per annum. Per annum means per year. Per year how many months are there? 12 months. So 1% per month, then 12% per annum. So after conversion here 12% per annum. Because 1% per month, then 12% per annum. Now calculate 30,000 rupees into 12 into 2, 24%. 24 into 3, 3 fours, 12, 1, 6, 7. Then here what is the result? 7,200. 7,200 is the interest. Now see seventh question. Find the simple interest on 36,000 at 25% per annum for 73 days. Here principal equal to 36,000 rupees. And a rate of interest are equal to how much? 25% per annum. Per annum. And time period T equal to 73 days. See here, time period is in days, but time period must be in years. First, suppose time period is in months, then you should convert those months into years. In that case, you have to divide by 12. And here time period is in days, 73 days. Then to convert these days into years, you should divide it by 365. Normal year days. 73 days by 365 days. Then we get years. 73 by 365 years. Now see, simple interest SI equal to 36,000 into how much percentage? 25% into 73 by 365. What is simple interest? 1,800. This is very important in this example. See eighth question. Find the simple interest on rupees 4,000 in 3 years. What is principal? 4,000 rupees. And what is time period? 3 years. If the rate of interests for the first, second and third years are 6%, 12% and 20%. 6%, 12% and 20%. In previous examples, rate of interest is the same for each and every year. But in this example, rate of interests are different. For first year 6%, second year 12% and third year 20%. If you want to use a formula in this example, see what is the formula for simple interest SI equal to PTR by 100. This is for first year and this is for second year and this is for third year. Do calculate individually and add those interests, then finally you will get total simple interest. Means here what is the P value? 4000 into what is the time period? 1 year. This is for 1 year and this is for 1 year and this is for 1 year. Total how many years? 3 years. So 1 year into what is the rate of interest? 6%. So 6 by 100. Or without using formula, directly write on 4000, 1 into 6% means 6 percentage, percent and 0 gets cancelled, then we'll get the answer. In this case 0 cancelled, same 0 cancelled, and 240 is the interest for the first year. In same method, calculate for the second year and for the third year. Then finally add those interests. Without using these formulas, directly calculate by adding these interests. Because time period is, this is for 1 year and this is also for 1 year and this is also for 1 year. And principal is same. First of all add these three, then finally calculate on that principal. Now see, 6% for first year, 1 year into 1, no need to write, plus 12% into 1, no need to write, plus 20% into 1, no need to write. Now 12 plus 6, 18, 18 plus 20, 38%. Now calculate 38% on this 4000, that is simple interest. SI equal to SI for 3 years, 4000 into 38%. Now calculate. See here, 4 8s are 32, 3 carry forward, 4 3s 12, 12 plus 3, 15, then 0. This is the answer. What is the value? 1520. Do practice more and more examples by using different materials. Then you will get a clear idea how to solve questions in simple interest. This is easy way. We can use a formula, we can calculate individually, we can add, but it takes a lot of time. But see this method, it takes less time when compared to that method. Okay, do follow this method. And last question in this video, this is very important. Please do concentrate on this example. See, 9th question. Krishna borrowed a sum of 12,000 rupees at 15% per annum from a money lender on 13th January 1987 and returned the amount on 8th June 1987 in the same year to clear his debt. What was the amount by Krishna to the money lender to clear his debt? Very interesting question. See, what is the principal in this example? Principal is nothing but a capital. Capital is nothing but a sum. So here, Krishna borrowed a sum of how much? 12,000 rupees. Here sum means principal. P is equal to 12,000 rupees. Okay. And rate of interest is 15% per annum. Rate of interest are equal to 15% per annum means per year. And here time period is in different way. What is the time period? On 13th January 1987. He borrowed that money on 13th January 1987. And he cleared his debt on 8th June 1987. 8th June 1987 means the same year. Then finally find out the amount that is paid by Krishna to the lender. See, 13th January, here month is January, very important, and 1987. Okay, in every year, January month has how many days? 31 days. Here 13th Jan 1987 means how many days are remaining in that month? 31 minus 13. Okay, in January month. Here 31 minus 13. Then how many days? 20. Then 18 days. 18 days are remaining in this January. What is the next month? Feb. How many days present in February month? The calculation of simple interest, 1 day is also very important. But suppose here principal amount is only 12,000. If you give principal as 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs to someone, then definitely you will not lose your interest per 1 day also. Think about it and calculate clearly. Here Feb month has either 28 days or 29 days. How will you find out this 1987 year February has how many days? 28 or 29? So first of all find out that year is leap year or not. I don't know. I don't have calendar of this year 1987. But there is a rule to find out a year is a leap year or not. Here 1987 is non-leap year. If the given year is a non-multiple of hundreds, means not a century, this is definitely not a century, 1987. For suppose in the place of 1987, there is 2000, then that is a century, multiple of a century. Okay, this is not century. If the given year is not a century, then divide with 4. Then that year is completely divisible by 4, then that is called a leap year. Otherwise, non-leap year. So here 1987 divided by 4. No need to calculate an entire year. Simply take last 2 digits and divided by 4. That is divisibility rule of 4. 87 by 4. How many times cancelled 87 by 4? 2 times and 1 time. What is the remainder? 3 is the remainder. Remainder is not 0. 4 is not completely cancelled in this year. So this is a non-leap year. If the given year is a non-leap year, then February month has 28 days. For suppose it is a leap year, then Feb month has 29 days. So here clearly 1987 is a non-leap year. So February month has how many days? 28 days. For suppose in the example, the date starts from March, 13th March 1987. Then no need to check for leap year or non-leap year because there is no February in that month. Sorry, February in that date. But in this example, date is present in January and next month is February. That's why you have to check for the year leap year or not. Then write the days, number of days of February, because 1 day is also very important in the calculation of interest. 28 days. Then March. How many days? 31 days. April. How many days? 30 days. May. How many days? 31 days. June. May, June. Up to 8th June. So here 8th June. Alright, 8. Then add these days. 8 plus 8, 16, 17, 18, 18 plus 8, 26. 6 and 2 carry forward, 3, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11, 11 plus 3, 40. 146 days. Krishna borrowed that money for how many days? 146 days. but time period is always in years. Now convert these 146 days in the form of years. Time period T equal to how many days? 146 days. But convert these days in the form of years. 146 by 365 days. Sorry, 365 days, then finally we get in years. Now calculate a simple interest. SI equal to on 12,000 15% into 146 by 365. Then percentage 0 gets cancelled. Then here 5 cancelled 3 times. Here 7 times and 3 times 73. This 73 is cancelled 2 times here. Now 120 into 6. 120 into 3 into 2, 6. 0, 12, 6, 7. SI equal to 720. But in the question, you should find amount. Amount by Krishna to the money lender to clear his debt. What is amount? Amount formula A equal to P plus I. What is a P? 12,000. 12,000 plus what is interest? Simple interest 720. So here 12,720 is amount. I hope you understand all questions in this video. Please do practice different types of questions by using different materials. If you learn anything from this video, please do subscribe and share to your friends. If you like the way of explanation, please hit the like button. It will motivate me. Next, there are some questions. Those are for your practice. Do practice and write your answers in comment section. Thank you. Thanks for watching.